Hey, what's going on everybody? Gleez here, and in this video we're going to talk about frame data. And what frame data is basically a unit of time. So when you go into the start menu and you check out the move list, all the frame data is located here for all of your moves. Now you have to remember that the game moves at 60 frames per second. So what that means is that there are 60 frames for every second that passes by in real time. Now, a 9-frame startup, all right, if you look at the startup for the standing 1 or square, all right, a 9-frame startup means that it's going to take 9 frames for this move to come out and hit your opponent. All right, that's very important to know. It's important to know your startups. It's also very important to know your block advantage and hit advantage. Those are the 3 most important to understand and utilize. We're going to go over all 3. So we take a look at the block advantage, all right, for the standing 1 is -2. All right, when you look at block advantage and hit advantage, this just means how quickly you recover compared to your opponent. So I recover 2 frames slower than my opponent. All right, so that means that he recovers first. So typically it's going to be his turn to hit buttons if he blocks my standing 1. Now, if I land my standing 1, I'm going to recover 11 frames before my opponent if it hits. So typically on hit, we're going to be able to do a few things here as the opponent is in what's called hit stun. All right, so you can see here as I land my standing 1, he's stunned a bit. You can see his head go back. He can't move. All right, and I recover 11 frames sooner than him. So if I were to then go and show you what it looks like on block, all right, he recovers faster than me. You can see that my hand is still out. I'm still recovering. And you can see that he gets into a neutral position before I do. It's not extremely advantageous, but you can visually see it if you don't even have the frame data. And a lot of you out there probably utilize frame data because you know what is punishable and what isn't punishable, and you utilize it without really even knowing it. So we're going to talk about punishing different things and utilizing strings that are plus on block. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is look at a string that is negative. All right, so what we're actually going to do here, we're going to set up control on Superman. So I'm going to control player 2, and then I'm going to record a string with Aquaman, and then I'm going to punish it, meaning that I'm going to hit him out of his negative frames because he can't recover fast enough with Superman, and that's going to show you what it is to punish something that is severely negative on block. All right, so the string that we're going to use to show this is the origin, and it's the back 2 up 3, or as you look at the screen, back triangle up X. All right, same thing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to land it, and then we're just going to hold back and block. Now you can see I was able to punish that. And why am I able to punish that? It's because I recover quicker as Superman than my opponent does, all right, Aquaman, as he hits that on block. So since the recovery is so long, all right, so as you take a look at it, as we go back into the practice options here, so we get out Aquaman's frame data, he's -28, all right? That's extremely negative, all right? Extremely negative. Now, let's look at something that's a little bit less negative. All right, so we're going to look at let's look at this one right here, the Tsunami Slam, all right? It's -8, all right? So we're going to take a look at this string. All right, as you see there, I am able to punish that string with my down 1 into a special. Now, the reason why I have to use my down 1 is because it recovers so quickly. It's only -8. Now, because it's -8, the only option that I really have to punish that is my down 1. As you see, my forward 2 doesn't get it done. Yep, forward 2 doesn't get it done. Let's see if we can get something else in here. That doesn't get it done. Just the special alone. That doesn't get it done. All right, the only thing that's fast enough is my down 1. All right, and we know that, all right, because of the frame data. So now we know that with that string, if we see that and he staggers that, down 1 is going to be our only option. Now, it's important to know the difference in strings. So we have the ones that are severely negative, which we looked at first, which you can punish with full combo. You have the ones that you can only punish with your down one or your fastest startup. All right, so that was this combo right here, or this string on block. And now you also have strings that are positive on block, meaning that you really can't do anything. It's still your opponent's turn. And we're going to take a look at that right here. And the string that we're going to take a look at is the back 1, 2, 3 with Aquaman. And it is +2 on block. All right, so we're going to record that, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. We're going to go right into the down one. So this is what it looks like. If I try to poke, I can't. All right, because he's plus, meaning he recovers faster than I do. All right, we'll try it again. Now, what kind of options do I have off of this? I can backdash. All right, so there are things you can do. All right, what else can I do? Let's see. Can I meter burn back 3? Nope, looks like I can't get it out. Let's try it one more time. Nope. Let's try it one more time. Nope, I can't get it out. Can't get the meter burn back 3 out. Can I jump? Nope, can't jump because he's plus. All right, so the only option that I really have with this is my backdash. And it's important to utilize your backdash because there are frames of invincibility. It's so important to know when your opponent is plus and when it is your turn. Now, there are other characters that do have plus strings. There are characters that have different setups that can allow them to have plus strings. For example, Atrocitus with Dexstar. He can finish a string, use Dexstar as far as the little projectile goes. He can stay plus and continue with his pressure. All right, Darkseid. He has different options as well that he can use off of strings to stay safe or stay plus based off of his trait. So basically, in essence, what you really have to know are the 3 different types of moves or strings that you really need to understand the difference of. You have the severely negative, which you're going to full combo punish with your most damaging combo. All right, that was the first one we went over. Then we have the one that is barely negative, where we're able to only counter with our poke into a special and convert it into the most damaging combo we can off of our down one. And then we also have the plus string, which we typically aren't able to really hit any buttons, but what we are able to do at times, depending on the follow-up attack, is possibly backdash out of it because there are frames of invincibility on your backdash. Now, what I would suggest doing is going through the cast. I know it's a tedious task to get this done, but go in and learn all of the character strings as far as where they qualify in those 3 categories. That's typically what I do. And once you know when it's your turn to hit buttons and when it's your turn to continue blocking, all right, that's going to allow you to be very good at Injustice, a very sound fundamental player. One character that I definitely suggest that you take a look at as far as being plus goes is Batman. He's one of the characters that he's able to stay plus in so many different ways, using the bats, using the Batarang on EX, so enhancing it. He's able to dash in and continue pressure. If you don't understand frame data and you don't understand block advantage in particular, you're not going to fare well against Batman. So understanding the frame data is absolutely important. If you have any questions regarding frame data or anything that you just have questions with about Injustice 2, leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be sure to address it as best that I can. Also, check out my Injustice 2 Beginner's Guide. If you are new to the game, or even if you're not new to the game, it goes over all of the basic fundamental things that you're going to need to know to be successful, and I'll put a link to that down in the description below. I'll also pin it in the comment section if you want to check that out. So that's it. It's Gleez signing out. Thanks for checking in, and continue to game strong.